Remember when you got your license, you came in ready to go, and somewhere along the way, it got really hard. Maybe the leads dried up, maybe your phone stopped ringing, maybe you started looking around at other agents and wondering, why is this not happening? Did you know that 87% of real estate agents quit before year 5? And I promise you, it's not because they're not smart, it's not because they don't care, it's not because the market was bad. It's because of 7 very specific things that nobody really sat them down and told them before it was too late. Today, I'm sitting you down, and by the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly what those 7 things are and the fix for each one of them. Stay with me because one of the things I'm about to cover might be the exact reason you're feeling stuck right now. And I'll be sure to give you the one that ends most careers than all the other ones combined. I've coached hundreds of real estate agents at Power Unit Coaching. I've watched people walk in with all the fire in the world and slowly lose it over 18 months until they just stop. And I've watched other agents, people who were this close to quitting, turn it completely around once they figured out what was actually costing them. I've been in that second guessing place early on. I had no system, no structure, no clue what I was doing wrong. So everything I'm about to share with you came from real problems that I've seen over and over, not stuff that I just read in the book. So let's just get into it.
Look, you just gotta do the most.
I just gotta say this right quick. This video is a bit different. I'm not gonna tell you to work harder or stay positive. That's not gonna pay your bills. What I'm gonna do is walk you through 7 real patterns, things I see take agents out before they even hit year 5. And for each one, I'm gonna give you the exact fix for it. As a matter of fact, let me start with something that most people get completely backwards. Imagine you're trying to fill a bath, but the drain is open. You can run the water as fast as you want, meaning you can work all day, but if the drain is open, the tub never fills. That's what most agents are doing with their businesses. They are running water constantly, going to events, posting online, meeting people, but nothing's accumulating because there's no system around it. Most new agents survive on what I call hope marketing. They post something and hope someone calls. They go to a networking event and hope someone shows up. They wait for their broker to hand them something, and at the end of the month, they wonder why nothing real is happening. The fix for that is simple, but it requires this commitment. Pick one lead source, just one, and treat it like a full-time job until it's producing consistently. Your sphere of influence calls, door knocking, farming, social media leads. It doesn't matter which one, just pick one and go all the way before you add anything else. That's how the tub starts filling. And there's actually a second piece to this that connects directly to what I want to show you next, because it's not just about getting leads, it's about what you do with them after. This is something that might sting a little. Studies show that 80% of sales happen between the 8th and 12th time someone hears from you. 8 to 12. Now, think about how most agents follow up. They reach out once, maybe twice, don't hear back, and then they move on. They tell themselves that person just isn't interested or it's a bad lead. But here's what's actually happening. That person probably just wasn't ready yet. There's a massive difference between not interested and not ready. And when you disappear after 2 texts, you didn't lose a dead lead. You handed a commission check to whoever picks up where you left off. Think of it like a marathon. Most agents sprint the first quarter mile and then they stop right before the race really begins. The agents who win, they're not faster, they just kept going longer. To fix this, you need to get a CRM and actually use it. Build out a follow-up schedule for every single lead. And not every message should be a pitch. Mix in value, send a market update, drop a helpful tip. Be the person they think when they're finally ready. You can even use Pulse Intel Pro for this. Just know the fortune is in the follow-up. That's not just something you see on a motivational poster. That's literally how you win this game. This next one is sneaky, and I want you to really think about this. Have you ever had a day where you were busy from morning to night, calls, emails, running around, and then you get to the end of the day and think, what did I actually do today? That feeling has a name, and it's quietly destroying agents everywhere. Real estate throws decisions at you constantly. Who do I call first? What do I post? What lead do I follow up with? What do I say? And every single one of those decisions, even the tiny ones, is using up mental energy. Think of it like your brain is a battery. Every decision you make drains a little. By noon, a lot of agents are running on 10%. And when you're running on 10%, you avoid the hard stuff and drift towards the easy, comfortable thing. Well, guess what? The easy, comfortable things, they're not gonna close your deals. To fix this, there's one word to remember: structure. Time blocking your day so you're not deciding what to do, you're just doing it. Your lead generation hours are already planned. Your admin time is scheduled. Your calls happen in a specific window. When your day is planned like this in advance, you stop spending brain energy on deciding and start spending it on actually doing the thing. Think of it like a grocery list. You go to the store without one and you wander around, you forget things, and you buy stuff that you don't need. But when you go with a list, you're in and out. Same store, two completely different results. I said I would circle back to something that ties all of this together. I just talked about something called decision fatigue, which is basically not knowing what to do next or spending all of your energy making the wrong decisions every day. This is the exact problem that Pulse Intel Pro was built to solve, and specifically their technology called twin matching. Here's how it works. When you join, you answer a few questions about your business, your market, your experience level, your goals, how you operate. That builds your profile. Then every single day, you press one button and the system goes through its entire library of real tasks that produce real results for actual real estate agents, and it finds the agents who were in a situation most similar to yours. Same type of market, similar experience level, similar business model. They call these your twins. And then those matches, it pulls the specific action that actually worked for them. And it says, look, this is what you should do today. Here's why it fits your situation. Here's how long it should take. And here is what we predict your chance of success will be before you even start. So instead of just waking up and spending your first hour trying to figure out what to work on, you actually already know, because someone who was running a business just like yours already figured it out and left a trail. That's how this twin matching eliminates this decision fatigue from the root. Check out the link in my description to learn more about Pulse Intel Pro. All right, back to it, because where we left off was reason number 3, and number 4 is the one that I think most agents already know is a problem. They just keep avoiding. This is the one I said early on might be the exact reason you're stuck right now. I want you to picture an agent who's serious about building their brand. They decide to show up on social media. They film videos, they post every day for 2 weeks. They start getting a little traction, and then life happens. A crazy week with clients, a deal falls apart, they disappear for a month. They come back, post twice, and they're gone again. Does that sound familiar? Here's why that pattern does so much damage. It's not just that the algorithm stops showing your content, even though it does. It's that most people who were starting to recognize you and trust you, they forget you. And in this business, the person that people remember is the person that gets the deal. They're the ones who are the most consistent. If you're gonna use social media, and you don't have to, but if you do, the role is simple. Pick 2 platforms max. Commit to a schedule that you can follow, and batch your content ahead of time so that way when life gets busy, you don't disappear. Consistency builds trust. The trust is what gets you clients. That's the whole formula with this. Now, this one is about something nobody likes to admit. You're self-employed, and that's amazing until it's not. Because when there's no boss, no one checking in on you, nobody asking you what you did today, it becomes very easy to feel busy without actually being productive. You might spend an hour scrolling MLS, take a long lunch, or spend the afternoon rearranging your desk, and then wonder why at the end of the month the money's not there. Here's a simple way to think about it. Think about a kid in school who knows that there is a quiz every single Friday. They study every week. Then there's the kid who thinks that there's not any quizzes, probably doesn't even open the book. The same class, the same material, 2 totally different behaviors. Why? because knowing someone is gonna check changes what you do. The way to fix this is getting some accountability in your life. It can be a coach, a mentor, an accountability partner, a mastermind group, someone you report your numbers to every single week, someone who's gonna ask, how many calls did you make? How many appointments did you set? What happened with those follow-ups from last week? You can even use Power Uni University for this. When you know you have to answer to your activity, you do your activities. This is just how it works for us as humans. Moving right along. The last two on this list are the most overlooked ones. And the very last one, I want you to pay the most attention to because it sits underneath every single other reason on this list. A lot of agents failed, and this is gonna be hard to hear, but not because they did anything wrong, but because they planted themselves in the wrong environment. Think about it this way. If you take a tree seed and you plant it in a tiny pot with no sunlight, bad soil, it's not gonna grow. But that's not the seed's fault, that's the environment, and you can water it all day and night. It's still not gonna grow the way it's supposed to. Some brokerages hang your license and say good luck. No training, no mentorship, no culture. And if you're a new agent or an agent trying to level up, that environment puts a ceiling on you before you even get started. On the flip side, some agents stay too long at a brokerage that was great early on, but now has no room to grow. No high performance culture, no systems for scaling, and they wonder why they've been at the same level for 3 years straight. It's consistent, but are you leveling up? The fix for this is being honest about what you actually need right now. If you're new, you need support, guidance, and structure. If you're growing, you need systems, processes, and people to push you harder. Your brokerage is the soil. All in all, I want you to make sure that you are planted in the right pot. We're here, and I need you to really sit with me on this one. This is the one I told you about at the very beginning, the one that ends most careers more than all the others combined. And this is the one that quietly sits underneath every single reason on this list. This last one, it's not about your CRM. It's not about your brokerage. It's not about you posting online or anything like that. It's about what happens in your head when things get hard. Here's exactly how I've watched it happen. An agent has a slow month, then another slow month, and the voice in their head, it starts changing. Maybe I'm not built for this. Maybe I just got lucky before. Maybe the market is the problem. And little by little, that voice gets louder. And when it gets loud enough, they stop doing the hard things because why push it if it's not gonna work anyway? I've come to realize that's not laziness. That's what happens when the mindset breaks down. Here's the best way I can put it. Think of it like a car. Doesn't matter how nice the car looks, how good the tires are, or how full the gas tank is. If the engine is bad, the car isn't going anywhere. Your mindset is the engine because everything else that we talked about in today's video, that's the car. And if the engine is broken, none of the fixes matter. I'm speaking directly to you on this one. From this moment on, treat your mindset like a skill. You have to work on it every single day. Personal development, journaling, community, mentors, whatever keeps your mental environment in a positive and productive place. And track your activity, not just your results, because results take time to show up, but your activity is something you can control today. When you look at your tracker and you say, hey, I made 40 calls this week. That's real. That beats that feeling that nothing's working every single time. Protect your mindset. It's your most valuable business asset because it is. I told you at the very start that one of these might be the exact reason you're feeling stuck right now. And only you know which one it is now. Drop a comment below and let me know which one hit home for you. And if this has helped you in any way, share it. Text it to an agent who is in the grind right now. Send it to your team. This is the kind of content that actually keeps people in the business. If you want to go deeper on any of this, check the description. Everything I do is centered around helping agents build businesses that don't just survive, but actually last. Talk soon.